Okay. Hey, Christina, how you doing?
Hey Daryl, good. Computer is taking a little bit, so I'm just getting to my calendar now, and I'll join from my computer.
Okay.
3 seconds.
All right. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. That's all.
Okay, here we go. There you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
So, so first, thank you very much for your time.
Oh yeah, no, I love self-storage, so this is great.
Okay, so hold on one second. I just want to bring all my numbers up top right quick. So give me 1 second. Let me shift. I want to bring all my numbers up top. Right. Here. I have to change my freeze because my freeze. All right. Okay. Right. Unfreeze. Freeze. There we go. There we are. So, so Christina, let me ask you this before we get started, right? When you're underwriting your self-storage, is there a particular IRR equity multiple cash on cash that you look for?
So can you still hear me? I just
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Steph's working on something at her desk, not very far, so I'm trying to make sure you can hear me. So as far as what I've learned, because I'm in the CRE circle, which is mostly targeted towards self-storage, is that the way that self-storage is run, even if they are at essentially like a, let's say 2x equity multiple, that they oftentimes exceed it. And so they'll usually give a range. And also as far as IRR, let me pull up my, what's so crazy is that I spent so much of my time just underwriting self-storage on what they gave us to underwrite it, like what the CRE circle gave us. And it's an extremely simple underwriting tool. And when I started to ask, because like Britt Arneson, investor girl Britt, I went to the CRE circle conference and I started to ask, like, I'm grateful that you gave us this beginner, I was trying to be nice about it, but like this beginner underwriting tool, but now that you're getting into these bigger deals, what do you use? And she said, the exact same one we sent you. And if you are okay with it, I'll share my screen for a hot second.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just to show you literally how simple they created this. So CRE circle, let me minimize this so you can see. So they have monthly operating income expenses, just like everything else we do, right? And then down here, if you sell unit insurance, any product sales, a lot of people will do either vending machines, or if they have somebody on site managing where they sell locks. So they'll have product sales for that, you know, any kind of fees, late fees, etc. And then parking rentals if you are actually renting out space outside of the units. So, you know, this all, you know, pretty simple, easy. And then number two, they just go into cap rate and expenditure, and they kind of same thing, scenario A, scenario B. So you put in your desired cap rate and the purchase price. It'll give you the actual cap rate, the loan information here. Okay, so like again, super easy, just like find your debt service. And then literally the last piece is this. They write it so extremely simply. And when I was talking to John Manfredi at GOB about multifamily underwriting, I said, you know, we've since like started to look at more robust, comprehensive underwriting tools for multifamily, because the one that I learned on is just so simple. And he was like, yeah, Christina, this doesn't even have an exit strategy. And the more that I've been talking to people who invest in self-storage, they're like, that's because there's no use ever selling, you know. People sell multifamily because in 5 to 7 years, usually the updates they made it are outdated and they don't have the capex to renovate it to the newly modern stuff. Self-storage is a box. You don't need to renovate the inside, the outside, you know. And so from an exit strategy standpoint, it's rare that the, you know, big self-storage people, unless they're retiring and just want passive income, really ever get out of these deals.
So then, are you telling me, hold on one second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop your screen share for a minute. I'm gonna
Okay.
pick back up on this one.
Yeah.
So are you telling me that I really don't need to worry about a renovation cost?
So I would still consider renovation costs, and they do have it in the section 2 piece for things like when the roof goes, because that could happen. But also if it's a gravel pad, doing asphalt is an upgrade, and people potentially will pay more because you do that. If it doesn't have a security fence and you want to automate and also make people feel like their stuff is secure and safe, you know, you'd want to add a gate as well as either a pin pad where they can, you know, have their own 4-digit or 6-digit code. So things like that would be your CapEx, not necessarily what you would, you know, what you normally would see from a renovation perspective for multifamily.
Okay, so I'm not telling you all of the story, because now since I'm listening to you,
Yeah.
you don't I'm not giving you all the details.
Okay.
So let me give you all the details.
Yeah, sounds good.
This particular asset is a commercial multifamily asset.
Okay.
On the property, it comes with 82 self-storage units.
Okay.
That's why I went to the map, because I want to pull up the map so you can see exactly where the self-storage units are.
Okay.
1550 Bell Street. Okay, so let's bring it to earth level.
That's the multifamily there.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken,
See a barn.
wait a minute. So why? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to go up to the top,
Okay.
because this is where it is.
Oh, I
That's
see.
it right there.
Oh, that's amazing.
So 82
Yeah.
storage units, and so now it's the, okay, so it's the total, the units itself. There's a, where's the underwrite? I'm gonna have to, I'm going to redo the underwrite because I just got new numbers.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the underwrite for this particular asset right here. All right. Of course, it doesn't meet my criteria, uh, but they came in with some new numbers. Hold on one second before
Yeah,
I
no
start
problem.
changing things. Let me save. Let me save this here. Save a copy. Um,
So I got jumped off here, but the 82 is part of a bigger deal. Is that right,
Part of a
Daryl?
multifamily, like an
yeah.
apartment deal.
Okay.
All right. So I just wanted to do that. So now I'm working because I don't want to work off of the model itself, but they're coming in. They lowered the ask price for the 59. So there. So 9,000. All right. So 59,000 a door. This is an Amarillo. This particular asset has 167 units, right?
Okay.
So that, okay, so now, so that 82 self-storage units
Mm-hmm.
is, um the reason why I broke it off from this, right? And believe it or not, they running it with its own T12.
Yeah, I would do the same. I mean, there's such different asset classes. I would
Yeah.
almost look at them as two different entities.
So, okay, so then in my underwrite, what I did, I underwrote them totally separate, totally separate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing is, though, the as for the loan itself,
Yep.
they're going to be together. They're not going to be separate because they sit on the same parcel of land.
Sure.
So let me show you that. Let me jump over here to CoStar right quick. And oh, I got timed out. Give me 1 second. Let me just sign back in. All I
Yeah,
gotta do
no
is sign
problem.
back in. All right. So this is, let me make sure I have this is 1550 Bell, I do believe it's Bell Street. It should come straight up. Here it is right here. Okay, so it's 168 units. This is this is it right here. Let me show you the map. And I'm going to bring out the parcels. I want it to be the parcels so you'll see everything. As you can
Oh yeah.
see, this is all part of the parcel, the storage units. So the loan is going to consist of everything. So now I'm thinking, should I even, and since it's not self-storage units by itself,
Right.
should I even, yeah, I should. Yep, because I'm gonna call this a mixed use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a mixed use. Okay, so now, okay, so here we go.
And it's
So
168 units, including the 83 unit self-storage, or that's separate from,
that's separate.
okay.
Yep. So, okay, so now, so what I'm trying to, okay, so I'm gonna start back up top.
Okay.
All right, because if I was underwriting this, I'm underwriting this separately. And since I'm underwriting this separately,
Mm-hmm.
what would you expect and IRR, equity multiple, and cash on cash.
So
What would your goal be?
as far as the way that in my mastermind I was learning about self-storage, they don't really focus on IRR. They focus on everything I just showed you. So just literally cash on cash. Um, like cash flow, but just honestly your return on investment, and just the cap rate. And even that, like if you listen to anything AJ Osborne says, he doesn't even like love to focus on cap rates, because there are so many things you can do to add value to self-storage, be it automate it, do things that make people want to use your storage facility based on making it look nice, like the simple things. So but really I didn't learn in this entire mastermind. I've been in it since last July. Like they don't really talk about it. But I understand in the multifamily space, like that's exactly what people want to know. So I guess my question to you is, from a self-storage perspective, and have you invested in any self-storage before?
No.
No, okay, yeah. My question is, does it look like there are things that need to be updated? Like based on that picture, it looks like it's not dated, right?
Yeah, let's take a look at it right quick,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so hold on one second. Let me do this. I'm gonna take the aerial
Yeah,
right here. Okay, so this is the aerial shot from CoStar
yeah,
to show that this is all of the same parcel.
yeah,
Okay. Now, let's take a look at Google, and Google is showing us this,
yeah,
right? So here are the units. This is the apartments right here,
yeah.
and here is the self-storage.
It doesn't
So I'm
look
assuming there
gated.
isn't a separate entrance to the storage, right?
So
This is all
there's no
one entrance.
separate entrance to the storage. No.
There does look, I don't know if this is an actual road behind it.
Right
Or,
here.
yeah, like if you can come in that way.
All right. It looks like that's the back.
Yeah, it might, I don't know if it's an alley. I can't tell if there's actual lines in the road or
Yeah.
if that's just potholes. And then same thing behind, like to get to that road, it looks like there's that little area.
So really, if this is a separate, and this is separate, this is not part of this.
Right.
I need to put a fence up. Would you say?
And on the front side, it looks like none of it's fenced, right? Like I'm not seeing a single fence.
I'm not seeing a single fence at all.
Yeah. I can't tell what's in the middle. See, right behind the parking lot before you get to the self-storage, there's something kind of in the middle there. Is that just a little gate?
Hold on. You mean right here?
No, right in front of the self-storage, kind of in the middle of the self-storage. See that little
Right
thing?
here?
Yeah, like what's that thing right in the middle of the road?
You mean this?
Yeah, like is that?
Oops.
Oh,
Wait
yeah.
a minute. Let's see if we could get in there. Let's see if we could get in there. So let's see if I could get in there right quick. Because this is the self-storage right here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's come down,
Good work. And then
and it's not letting me.
it might just be a patch of asphalt now that because there's so many little patches of asphalt, it might just be that.
Wait, what is this? Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me go back. Up.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go
hate when
back.
Google
Let's
Maps
go
does
back.
that. Is that
So
But that's a
Take a look at right
walkway.
here. Look at that. It won't let me go back there, but this is like the walkway, and this must be the sheds right here, right? Okay, so let's take a look at
Uh,
CoStar. Let's take a look at CoStar to try to
okay.
isolate this thing, right? So we know right here,
Mm-hmm.
right? We know that this is it, but I don't know if
So the building that you have highlighted right now butts all the way up to it. So the fence would
yes, it
literally have to be
does.
right against it.
Yeah,
Mm.
the fence would
And
be literally right against it,
yeah.
but that wouldn't be bad,
No,
right?
I don't, it's no, not at all. I mean,
So yeah, because I'm thinking, okay, so let's say, Christina, let's say we put a fence right here coming this way here.
yeah.
Okay. Now the fence could come here, like, okay, so we get the I guess like a what, a raw iron fence, a raw iron gate.
Yeah, I've seen a multitude of different
Yeah,
gates. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just,
correct.
you know,
Right,
something is better than nothing. Makes people
right.
feel more secure.
So the only thing I need to think about really is this tree line. Because they're like there's a property right here.
Yeah. My other thought, Daryl, from a cost
Uh-huh.
saving perspective, you
Uh-huh.
might even be able to run the fence just from building to building in the back there. So maybe you don't need a fence behind the building. You just need it in the gap.
Ah, so put the gate here
Yep. And then same
to
thing.
close off this gap
Yep.
and close off
And right
this
there.
gap.
Yep.
This
And
could
then in
stay
the front.
open,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Just right
we
there.
run from here to here and let it flip open so
Yeah.
you to for you to come in,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I like what you're thinking. So, Christina, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You want to work with me on this?
I
Now
think
this is
this
now
is a
now
really
this is in
interesting.
Amarillo, Texas. Let me tell you. It's in Amarillo, Texas. It's 168 units.
Mm-hmm.
This particular asset has, and I'm gonna show you the underwrite right here. This particular asset has some empty units. So they have a big vacancy. Now, this is according to, this is a June rent roll.
Okay.
I have the latest rent roll
Is it worse?
just to show you. So I have the latest T12 financials here, and I have the latest rent roll right here for the apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the latest rent roll, T12 for the storage units
Nice.
right here. And I also, oh no, here it is, right here. And I also have, where's the storage units rent roll?
Oh,
The
that's financials.
Yeah, I'm looking for the rent roll here because I know I have it. Okay, here it is right here. My thing is in the way, so let me move that up top. So here is the storage units T12 for July.
Okay.
Okay. So and I have, this here is version 3, which I haven't started underwriting. I don't think I started underwriting this yet. Let me open it up and see, because I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Um, I think I just started inputting here Yeah, because I stopped right here. So I need to, wait a minute. Yeah, see? So we have whatever going on with this property, we have a high vacancy. And we're going to have to take care of this. So
That's a lot of vacancy.
it's a lot of vacancies. From a
And
multifamily perspective, I see potential. I
yeah,
see opportunity here,
yeah.
right? So if we could get these vacant units up and running, because so to show you what I was talking about. So let me tell you, let me do this. This right here is July. So this is the July underwrite. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this right now because I'm going to show you what I was doing for the June when I had the previous underwrite. So I'm just going to minimize this and I'm going to open up the, here's the underwrite for, okay, so here's the underwrite for, which one of these? Okay, so here's the underwrite. This is the T12. Okay. So let me do this right quick. I just want to, there you go. So economical loss right here. Economical loss is coming in at a 16.48%. The the rent roll for this, and this was for June, was coming in at
Oh, so even from June to July.
yeah. So here's all of the
Oh, okay.
vacancies. Okay, so here's all the vacancies for June. Now
And
he has a
the
big vacancy.
yeah, the rent. I mean, Amarillo. So I know like 1% about Amarillo only because I invest with Kaylee McMahon. Like I'm a limited partner with the Apartment Queen group, and she does a decent amount in Amarillo.
Really?
Yeah, she and when you said that this deal didn't fit your criteria, I was going to ask you what specifically your criteria is that doesn't.
Okay,
Um,
perfect. I'm glad you asked that question.
yeah.
So here we go. Let me show you. I have okay, so with this particular asset, the one thing that I didn't get a chance, I don't think I got a chance to do the neighborhood. Um, I don't think I got a chance to do the neighborhood for this particular asset.
Okay.
However, for the city, the city part, I always do because if the city doesn't meet my criteria, then I normally don't go into it.
Yeah.
So it met my criteria for these four things right here, these four markers. It was good, but I wasn't happy with the population growth. I
Okay.
wasn't happy.
Mhm.
Okay. Because if I took that 5% away and made it a zero, I only have 16% growth.
Mhm.
Okay. So and one, I also have to update um Neil Bauer came up with his new analysis. So I'm going to have to put these numbers into the new analysis and see, and it still may not work. But what would have stopped me from coming into Amarillo was the population. So this part right here, I didn't even get a chance to do yet, which is the neighborhood.
Mhm.
So if you have a few minutes,
Yeah, let's do
I will
it.
do the neighborhood right now to
Okay.
show you how I do the neighborhood.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right. So so let me show you how I do the neighborhood. One, by me being a commercial guy, I don't use city data.
Okay. Because
My
of your co-star?
students, yeah, my students, I will let them use city data to get the initial data, and then we're going to come back once they have it. I'm going to say, okay, well, let's take a look, right? So I'm going to pull up Crexy because there's two things that I use. One, I'm gonna use Crexy right here. All right. And I already have Amarillo ready.
How do you find this deal, Daryl?
I had a broker send it to me.
Nice. That's fantastic.
He sent it to me, and initially they wanted 62,000 a door. My numbers just it did not come up to no 62,000 a door.
Mhm.
So I told him, I said, listen, these numbers not working on this particular unit with the self-storage. It wasn't working out. So I backed off from it. But I like the other one because there's another one that's this is two properties, and the other one I really do like,
Okay.
right? Although Amarillo still doesn't meet what I like to look for in population growth. So I was still a little hesitant.
Sure.
But the other one, I came a lot closer to that asking price. This one, I'm coming up with some little things, all right? So
And they just dropped it to 57 a door?
yeah,
Nice.
they just reduced the price. So now what I'm going to do, I'm I don't use CoStar for everything. However, I look at Crexy when it comes to I'm gonna look at Crexy when it comes to when I'm trying to get into the neighborhood. Okay. So when I'm trying to get into the neighborhood, I'm going to use Crexy. But so here's, and let me see. So here's the property. Here's Interstate 40. And what I do, here's 40. I'm looking for the property on Bell Street. Wait 1 second. I gotta get to, and Crixie
Looks like
is
right
40
before they kind of
Bell.
come closer.
So, oh, here's
Somewhere
Bell.
right in there.
So
Yeah.
here's Bell right here. And here is,
Oh, there it is.
you, here's
At the
Bell.
very top, because I just
Uh,
saw self-storage.
You did?
Yeah, right there.
Right here. Okay. So cool. So now what I'm going to do is get the median income and see, yeah, just what I thought.
Ouch.
Yeah, just what I thought. The median income is 26,259. So that right there, and we can also verify this through the justice map. So what was that? 26,259.
259.
So that's a red.
Yeah.
That's an immediate red for me. Okay. Now, if I get two more reds, well, that is a red. But if I get one more or two more reds, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's a dead deal,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to verify first. Let's verify to make sure. Let's take a look at the justice map. All right. Let's take a look at the justice map. All right. And I'm going to put in Amarillo. Texas. All right. Let's get down to the base map. Let's run over to 40. 40. I just saw 40. Oh, here it is. So 40 Bell Street.
I think it might be a little further west.
40. Wait a minute. Let me come back up here to CoStar. Oh, yeah. So I'm not down here. I'm right here where it loops up with, so right here where it loops up. So this must be Bell. So let's take a look. Come straight up. Where are those storage units?
I think we might be on the wrong side of Amarillo.
You think so? Because
Yeah,
here's 40.
Yeah, I would follow it further west. No,
Hmm,
other way.
wait a minute. What do we have? Wait, let me back out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep going. Yeah, scroll the other way. No, other way.
this way. Right. I
Mhm.
think it's right here. For some reason, I'm thinking that this could be 40. I mean, that this could be Bell Street. For some reason, I'm thinking this because I see the loop. Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Let me get this out of here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I would keep following 40, like pat on the other side of the airport.
Over here?
No, keep going.
Coming up?
No, other way.
This way?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the other side. Because with how we zoomed in on the map on Google, I think it was on like the west side of Amarillo.
Wait a minute. Why not? What? Yeah, this West
Like,
Amarillo Boulevard,
yeah,
and here's Interstate 40.
yeah.
Bell crosses 40. So
Mhm.
I should be able to see. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
there you
come
go.
back this way.
Yep, there it is. Um,
You
and then
see
if
it?
I think if you went a little
Uh,
bit further over, yep, see where the
right
two
here.
highways kind of converge, yep.
Gotcha.
And
All
then
right, let's see. Is that Bell?
I think go a little bit further west, so we'll pull over. Is that Bell there?
That's Bell.
Yeah,
All right.
okay,
So we got it. And
perfect.
here's the storage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I was all lost, wasn't I? All
Well, I
right.
was like, for like because the two highways keep getting so close to each other, it's hard to
Yeah.
tell.
All right. So we got it. We got it now because
Mhm.
here it goes. Here it is right here. So this is
Mhm.
Bell. And of course, as you can see, the red
Yeah.
is coming between 0 and 32. So, and that's where we are. We at 33,026 on income for where this property is located. Although over here, they're coming in at a 51,000. This right here sits between two. If you look at this area, it's just between two seriously. Wait a minute. This is 28,000. So I'm just over here is 28,000. This one here is 51,000. Our property is coming in at 33,000. But either way it go, according to my real estate market analysis, what I would look for is between 40 and 70,000. So either way it go, I'm still not in where I
Okay.
needed to be. So either way it goes, it's still a red.
Yeah. That's
So the
unfortunate.
next thing that I would look for, of course, would be my contract rents. The contract rents I look for between 700 and 1,000. For this, I will use, I don't use well, I could use CoStar to see. However, what's going to happen is, let me get back to here. So this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna back out. Multifamily. Let's see if some other properties would, oh, no, let me, here we go. Okay, good. So all the properties came in, but now I need to, this is a 1980 construction. So 168, we got 162, we have 164. So we do have some properties that are, oh, this is a 1964 construction. I'm gonna take that one now. 80. I can't use 2007 either. Let's take that one out.
Mhm.
I could leave the 74. I could leave the 77. So these properties right here is what we're going to keep. And I'm going to, let's do a 1 mile. Let's see if I could grab them properties. Yeah, fantastic. So what I'm going to do here, you see how I'm crossing the highway?
Mhm.
These will have to be deleted
Sure.
because anything on the other side of the interstate cannot be used. I don't use them. Anything on the other side of an ocean way, a major ocean way, I will not use. Anything on the other side of a railroad track, I will not use.
Makes sense.
And let's try to get closer to the property. So let's go with a 0.5 mile radius. And let's see what we get. Good. We
Yeah.
even closer now, right?
Perfect. Mhm.
Now that looks good,
Mhm.
right? 78, 83, 80. We got a 74, 77. I could let that stay.
Mhm.
We still within a good radius. All right. So I'm just going to look at it what the market rent. The market rent they say here is 720, but look at the vacancy rate
Thanks.
for that area. The vacancy rate is 20%. The absorption is negative 62. So units are not being absorbed in this particular area.
Mhm.
The market cap is coming in at a 6.8, which I'm not going to really focus on that for right now because and the reason why I'm not going to really focus on that right now is because Texas is a non-disclosure state.
Mm.
By Texas being a non-disclosure state, it's sort of difficult trying to find out what the property sold for. So I will have to go into another database. And that part I'm not really going to focus on right now. But the rents are coming in at 720. I'm really concerned about this right here, that 20% vacancy rate
Right.
for this area.
That's crazy.
Now, let's jump into here. Let's jump into the data. Let's get annual. Let's jump into, I think this property had, give me 1 second, 1550. I'm gonna have to close one of these. Which one is this? This is August. This is version 2.
That's
Yeah,
your example.
Yeah, so let's use that because it has I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna close this one here for right now. So let's and what I'm gonna look at here. Okay, so we have 4 studios. So let's see what studios, the average studios are coming in. All right. So we have buildings 3, 554 square feet per unit, 708. You're coming in at $1.28. So what am I coming in? $1.13. So we may be able to bump this to $1.28. All right. So let's say if we were to bump this to $1.28. All right. So that'd be a 640. And
We're at
then
around $5.99 right now, right?
yeah, for $1.20, right now we had an average of 564 for the studios. So let's take a look at the 1 bed, 1 bath. That's 688 square feet, right?
Mhm.
Let's take a look at that right quick. One bed. Oh, look at that, 686 square feet. We got a total of 5 buildings. 682. We're looking at 99 cents a square foot. What am I coming in for square foot? 90. Well, I'm just about there.
Mhm.
98 cents. Again, 98 cents because this is 712 square feet though.
Right.
So yeah, that's still coming about the same thing. 695. Then we have a 2 bed, 2 bath. We have 4, that's 885 square feet. Let's take a look at the 2 bed, 2 baths. Let's see what we could do with that. 2 beds right here. So the 2 beds are coming in a little bigger. They're coming at 931 a
Mhm.
square foot. I do believe, yeah, I got 924
Those
square
ones.
feet right here. So let's just take a look. Okay, so 931, that's pretty close. 84 cents a square foot. What am I coming in at? Oh,
92.
look at there.
Oh
I'm
man.
over.
Mhm.
I'm over. Yeah.
It's so that would put us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with that being said, hold on 1 second. I don't think something, I don't think I finished underwriting this, or did I? I may have. Let me take a look at the T12 right quick. Yeah, I did. Yeah, 188, 43, 12, 18. Let me make sure I input the data. Did I oh, yes, I did. I did input the data. Okay, so I did finish underwriting it. Let me make sure the taxes, where were the taxes? Right here. The insurance is 1403, taxes 573. Did I input that? Yes, I did. So I did finish underwriting this property.
Mhm.
And so based on the numbers that we have, right? Um, let me just do this right quick. I want to see. All right. That's $13. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to take the average. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the average of the whole thing. All right. So that way I can see what my rents are on an annual, how much every year the rent is being bumped, right?
Mhm.
So for right now, I'm just gonna put this in for right now, but I'm gonna have to really change this. But if I was to do four, that would be 26, $29 if I was to do that. That's at a 4% annual growth of $29 a year after renovation, and $26 a year if we did not renovate, right?
Mhm.
Um, I believe $26 a year is very low. I believe that we could probably push these to at least $45. That's what I'm, so because
That's my
26 a year, that's low on an annual basis.
mhm.
Okay.
Plus with those median incomes, like
Yeah.
some of those people just don't even have money
So
for renovated units.
yeah. So actually, you know something? Let me back up then, Christina. And I totally forgot about that. I'm so used to being within my scope.
Yeah.
Um, because normally I wouldn't even look at this. If
Mhm.
if if I see this, I would stop.
Mhm.
Um, you know something? You're absolutely correct. Let's take this back. Uh, yeah, you know some. Let's not. I think we could let this stay where it is. Don't push it no more than $26 on the pre-renovated and $29 on the post-renovated. We don't go no higher than that.
Mhm.
The rental increases for here on the renovation, we would need to see if those rents, well, these rents are already, the only one that wasn't there was this one. So I'm gonna make this a yellow. This was the only one that we used according to um you know something? I didn't check these units. Wait a minute. I messed up. Yeah, I didn't check. So this is a 61, this is 102, 61. It's still competitive.
Yeah.
162. Yeah, so it's still competitive. So, let's do this. Let's open this up right quick. I'm not going to take up much more of your time
No, this is good. This is
because
good practice, and also if
so
this could work because it has that whole mixed use feel, and the other half of the mixed use is self-storage. Like that's
correct.
where my, you know,
It may work.
want, need, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so 550, this is the Little Armadillo Apartments. This is a competitor. He's charging $630. That's
Okay.
what he's asking, 630 for
Mm-hmm.
550 square feet, but that's for a studio and a one bath.
Yep.
So the studio's coming at 630, 550. I'm coming in at 500 square feet at
564.
556, and we could probably push it to 640 because he's coming in at 630. Wow. He's
Yeah.
actually, Yeah, I think we're overdoing it. So maybe we need to bump this down to 620. Because remember, we only have 500 square feet. But I'm
Yeah.
only looking at one for right now. So
Yeah.
so I'm only looking at one for right now. That's the first one. So we could easily go back and take a look. Wow. So he's getting 750. I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna have to call them to see because
Yeah.
according to this, he's getting 750. All right, let's take a look at his one bedrooms. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay, so he got a 650 studio, 650 square feet studio for $650. I mean
Mm-hmm.
$650 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have a one bed, 710 square feet.
Seven,
He's
10,
he he's getting 710. He's getting $1 per square foot. So how much is so let's take a look at ours.
96 cents, was it? 98, 96.
Nine,
Yeah.
yeah, look at there. Okay, so let's say if we were to charge $1 a square foot, then this would actually be 688,
Mm-hmm.
and this would be 712.
But then the studios would be sadly 500, which is less than they are now. So we just charge more for those.
Yeah, well, I remember he's charging 650 for his studios
Yeah. Then for our
because he
ones,
got
we'll just stay at.
550. I dropped ours down to 620. You think maybe I should bump that to 600? Because
Maybe.
this is 500 square feet.
Yeah.
His is 550 square feet.
Right.
So let's take ours. This is 500. So let's take ours down to $600 a month. However, he's coming in at $1 square foot on his one bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to do that, then we would be bumping this up.
Yeah.
But let's look at the rest of
Yeah.
what the
Let's see what the two
competitor is doing.
bedrooms.
Okay, so let's take a look at his two bedrooms,
Little max.
850 square feet, eight. So now he's coming in about what 80, 90 cents a square foot, because it's $820 a month. And let's take a look at ours. So right here, yeah, 885 square foot, 885 square feet, and we are talking 854. Well, I could tell you right now, is that's way better than 484 a month. but but he got vacant units. Yeah. And this one is 924 square feet. For this one here, we could probably, yeah. Okay, so um
And he has
yes,
focused on his renovations on those big units, which I think is the smart way to
yeah.
do it. But
Mm-hmm. So if we were to um now I do have a property manager. Who do you I use Trinity for this will be Trinity. Who do you use for your property management in Amarillo?
uh I don't actually remember, if I'm being fully transparent with you. I could look
Right.
it up. Let me look.
Do you remember the address? No, you ain't gotta look it up because I could look it up. You remember the address?
No, because I'm in a fund with her. So it's a few properties.
Oh, okay.
Um yeah.
Let me see. Let me get back in. All right. Amarillo, Texas. All right, so Amarillo, Texas. The one that you're in, do you remember the unit size? Like if it was 100 units, 50 units?
Um, I haven't. I'm logging in now. I haven't been on it in a while, and my brain is full of
Okay.
many other things. But I'm signing in.
All right. So, and actually, we don't have to really worry about this too much, right? So for right now, because I really, if we could, if I could really get to see where we are with this self-storage units, then I will combine. So I'm just going to say, let's just say that, um, okay, so before I get into changing that price, tell me your opinion of this. Do you feel that $5,000, $5,000, and I do believe I didn't uh percent stabilized. Okay, so I'm saying that they all are stabilized.
So, meaning there's no vacancy. Looks like it.
Yeah, you're right. So wait, but vacancy, my vacancy is right here. So I need to know which ones are vacant.
Yeah. Is it just the
Yes.
5x10s? Or did you just change that?
So I'm gonna change this all to 0 for now. I'm just gonna say that they're not stabilized at all, right? Because um we do have a 20% vacancy. So let's just say that they're not stabilized. Okay. Um, but right here, oh, okay. Hold on. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna put that back to 100%, and I'm gonna show you why. Yeah, that's the reason why. So I'm gonna put these back to 100%, and the reason why is I'm not going to as of right now units that's roll into stabilization, we're not going to roll any to say to stabilization because they're pretty much being rented out. I just need to find out. I'm going. I just need to find out which units are vacant, and I think I could do that. And I think that's going to balance it out right here. And see how they did this?
Oh, I see. So we do have some vacancy. And then,
Right. So we do have some vacant, but the question is, oh, one. Let me see some. Is this? No, that's Kayla. Okay. So I need to find out which one of these because they're giving total like 60 square feet. And I'm used to seeing it by like 5 by 10, 10 by 10.
yeah, right. Well, the 5x10 would be 50.
Right.
So these
So
first couple, so
right.
are there
So,
any that are
okay, so let me bring up the 50s.
like,
Okay, so we can make these all 5 by 10s.
yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
so those are all 5 by 10s. So the 60s, what, 6 by 10?
Uh, did they say?
Wait a minute, hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
Let's open
let's
up the
look and
OM.
see.
Let's see if
Because 6x10 is a weird thing. I feel like
I
if
know,
anything,
right?
maybe it's more square than rectangular.
All right, let's see if here's the OM right here. All right. Yeah, Axiom at Bell
Mm-hmm.
with 80 storage units.
Really is
So let's
always.
go down to the storage units. And that's right down here because I just saw it. Right. Nope, it's below. Here it is. No, that's more. Yeah, here it is.
There it is.
Storage units. So 80 storage units. And see, even here, they put 50, 60, 80, 160, 200, 380.
Interesting. That's really interesting to me. I mean, the 200s, I'm sure those are 10 by 20, because that's a normal size.
Okay, so hold on one second. Let me, you know something? How about if I do this? How about if I ask him, okay, so 10 by 20s for these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of these, because how about if I just ask him, like, are they 5 by 10s? So that way we could get, oh, hold on a minute. I didn't do all of them. Let me move this up. All right. So this way, yeah, I can ask him, the broker, the 60, the 80s, the 160, the 380s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what exactly, are they? Wait a minute,
And
wait a minute.
I'm
We may
curious,
have it. We may have the information.
coaster.
Yeah, yeah, we may have the information.
Pull through coaster.
Wait a minute.
Units? No.
Let me see. Actual all leases. Nope. Comps. That's gonna give me comp sales. Um, all right. So here, tenant. No. These are analytics loans. I already know this.
So
So
can we look at the website for the self-storage? Is there one?
yeah, here's the web. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry. I gotta go back. That's the reason I was at the wrong address. That's why I'm
Oh,
at the
this
wrong
is the comp.
address.
This is the comp,
Right.
yeah.
This is the comp. So give me 1 second. Let me go back and then I'll pull up the actual property,
Yeah,
which is
1550.
right here,
Yeah.
1550. Now we may be smoking.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, we're gonna be smoking. We
We
smoking.
got this.
All
We got
right,
this.
so okay, so here we go again, because I know, let's see, 168, 165. This is the loan terms.
Mm-hmm.
This is the flyer. I wonder what flyer this is. Oh, this is a different flyer.
Oh, interesting. It's amazing what
Yeah.
stuff you come up with, hey, when you dig.
So there
There
it
we go.
is.
There it is. 5 by 10, 6 by 10, 8 by 10. Yeah, they did do 6 by 10s.
All right. So 6 by 10. Let's go ahead and hit that up.
Yep.
Look at there.
And
Boy, I'm glad I'm working with you, man.
all those details.
All right, so let's go ahead and hook this up right here. And then so I will go ahead and now pull up the 60s.
Yeah, 6 by 10.
And let's make this 6 by 10. Right here.
And then 8 by
And then
10.
pull up. Oh, wait a minute. Why do I still have 60s?
Oh,
I didn't get them all. That's because I didn't get it all right here. That's a 6 by 10. That's the reason why I didn't get it all. So I'll go ahead now, hit the 80s, and the 80s is 8 by 10.
8 by
Yeah,
10, yeah.
8 by 10s. 8 by 10. Good. The 160s is the 10 by 16.
Great.
The 380s, there's only two 380s. That's the 19 by 20. Okay. And then what's the last? Like I got them all.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. And then you have some zeros in there. We do have some zeros. What are these zeros?
I did see
Oh,
something about
the zeros,
cats.
no, what happened? I think she's going to be taking the unit. So, because it's either that or she's leaving the unit. She may be leaving
Oh,
the
I
unit and it's
see.
vacant.
So they're just
That's, yeah,
duplicates.
yeah, those are duplicates.
Okay.
All right, so um now I could go ahead and oh yes, 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 yes. I just remembered 42 of the storage units are gone.
Are gone?
Yes, they caught fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
42 of the storage units caught fire. So we only have 80. But if you look right here, it's 112. And I do remember him saying that there's a whole set. There's 40 of them that we don't have. So we could either, he said, we could either rebuild them to bring them back, or
Did
we
he not?
could um or we could just let it stay gone. So, but what I was thinking, I'm not really looking at trying to bring them back because I'm looking at the vacancy rate already. And the last thing we're going to need is to build 40 new storage units and they sit vacant. Now, the vacancy could be due to poor management.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because
Yeah.
I feel like self-storage in and of itself is a home run often.
Okay.
Let's
So, how about,
see.
so let's do this. How about this? How about this? And I think you know what I'm getting ready to do. I think you already know, right? So we know that this is the apartment building. These are the storage, right? So 40 of these units are gone. Is it going to make sense for us to rebuild them? Let's take a look and see what's nearby. Are there any
So here's
hospitals?
my question. Did they get the insurance money from the burn self-storage and just run with it instead of
I don't know.
that
That's a
seems
good
pretty.
question. So let's say medical. Uh, let's pull up. Oh, whoa, whoa. Medical went way over here. Hey, but our apartment complex is over here. I see medical, medical, medical. Wait a minute. Where's our apartment complex? Wait a minute. Holy smoke. Where's our apartment complex?
Yeah, I clicked away for a second. So I'm trying to self-storage.
I think it's right here, right?
Uh, scroll, go out just a little bit, because now I've lost my bearings.
I did too when it zoomed like that.
Oh, it turned.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it's, if you click on the compass, will it turn forward again? On the
Hold on one
right-hand
second.
side.
Yeah, let me see.
There we go.
Okay.
And then it was, is,
We were over here, wasn't it? I mean, because this is 40
yeah,
here. I
look in
think
that
we're in here. Oops, I
circle.
didn't mean to
Yeah,
do
somewhere
that.
in there. Yep, that's,
Yeah. No, I don't think we're over here.
go a little bit further east, other way.
East is this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was where the highways weren't totally parallel.
Okay.
Little bit more. And there was some like roundy things by it.
No, here
So
it is. Here it is.
yeah, okay.
Got it right here. Okay. Wow. It sort of spooked me for a minute there. Okay, so the Morton Bell storage is right here. Okay. So we have medical center here. We have a healthcare here. We have skilled care over here. The reason why I'm looking at the medical centers, I'm a nurse, and I know sometimes we use off-site for overflow of storage. And when I was with St. Christopher's Hospital for Children,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I'm thinking even maybe we could go to the medical facilities to see if they want to use storage. You got a rehabilitation center here that's really not that far.
Yeah.
We could also look at law firms to see if there's any law firms that may need to store um, files and whatever else. But what's your thoughts about that? And I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you too long.
Oh no, you're fine. I joined the Emerge by GoBundance
Mhm.
mastermind, and our accountability meetings at 6 Central. So I still have 10 minutes. I think for many of the things that healthcare brings to a community, that yeah, being able to give them a space to store things, as well as uh, potentially being able to consider like travel, like
Right.
travel nurses, locum, stuff like that.
Okay.
Uh, it's actually something I've been thinking about as far as, Steph and I, if we stay in Chicago, and that's a whole nother story, for maybe another day, depending on where this conversation goes. But we put an offer on a 4 unit, thinking we'd live in one, medium term rental at least one, and then long term rental the other two or one. And from a syndication perspective, like, do you just tell your passive investors that the goal with some of the units is to also do a medium term rental? Like, can you do that? Or do they have to be a long term rental in order to make it work?
The lender is the one that may not allow it
I see.
because because and even if the lender does allow it, we have to be careful because if we were to go like short-term rental and bump that rent up, that next person that come in and they underwrite, they're not going to underwrite with a long-term rental. They're going to underwrite at a regular rate, and
Right.
that's going to drop up the value of our property.
Hmm.
So we may want to be careful doing that. Now maybe if there's a way we could use try to make other income. In other words, what I'm saying is maybe instead of having, say, long-term rentals or short-term rental, that is, um, if there was another way we could do it to where it could be compensated as other income and
Yeah,
not necessarily as the income itself. But
yeah.
so what I'm gonna do, um,
I
uh,
did I did find their website, by the way.
oh, okay.
And finding the website, it actually does look like it's gated.
Oh, really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What would you hold on a minute? Would you share?
Yep, absolutely.
Wow, that is gated.
Yeah. And then going down here, drive up storage, video surveillance, controlled gate access. It gives you the rates.
Get
Uh,
there.
yep, 7-day week access, vehicle storage as well, variety of storage units, clean, dry, secure. Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right. So now what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on this?
Uh, I would want to know more about the fire,
Okay.
right? Like, because based on what we're looking at, I think all these were here, weren't they?
Hold on a second. Um, let me exit out of full screen and to let me come back to Google Earth.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, no, let me go to Coaster. I think Coaster may, yeah, because now I'm at 550 Bell. I'm trying to see if there's any pictures. No, it's not. Um, there's nothing really let me take a look at the map. Even the map is not depicting
Yeah,
which, yeah, the map is not even depicting which ones are destroyed.
yeah, I would definitely want to know more about
Okay.
that
Yeah.
perspective. Just because if every picture or Google Street Map that we're pulling up
Mhm.
isn't actually showing us what's true and real, like
Right.
that's no good.
Okay.
Um, and because I do think self-storage are just complete cash cows, like there is an opportunity. We
Right.
just have to make sure that still is lucrative not
Right.
having, you know, like so because it's 86, 82 self-storage units.
80.
80. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is already minus the 40 that were
Hmm.
burnt. Okay.
Yeah, they have a lot of vacancies.
Well, and I wonder if that scared people off from wanting to
Yeah.
actually put their stuff there because they caught on fire.
Right.
That would
Would you
scare
do me a
me.
favor?
Yeah.
The Looking at this right here.
Hmm.
Hold on one second. Let me go back to the
I can
rent
tell
roll.
you the numbers if you
Yeah,
wanted
because
the.
I think what I'm uh we because yeah, so here we go right here. I'm going to put these in numeric order. It won't let me. Why not? Why won't it let me go in numerical? Oh, probably because of, I guess, the numbers, the numbers, they're 10 by 6 and stuff. All right, so
Hmm.
what I'm going to do, because there's 80 units that are here. And I'm going to make extra sure except for the doubles. Yeah, let me see. Uh, yeah, so
91
there's 80 units that are here. Um, what the link that you have for that site, if you could drop that into the chat, what I'm going to do, I will go ahead and I will come to the underwrite and I will add those units, those 40 units back. But then here, it will be a 0. here, I will put down the projected rents. Then what we will do, because that will be zero stabilized, and these are going to be fractioned out percentage wise, right? So whatever is empty, I guess that's what we could say is not stabilized. Because I'm gonna treat this the same way as I would treat this right here. It right here where it says percent renovated for the apartments. I'm going to use percent renovated as those that's good. Okay, so percent renovated, yeah. So here, 14.81% of the units are renovated. That means the balance of the 27 units are not renovated, and that's what that means. So I'm just going to use the same method for the storage units for renovation.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what I'm gonna do.
I like it. I also just sent you the article about the fire.
Okay. Sounds
This
good.
looks pretty.
Hey, Oleg, how you doing?
Hey, Oleg.
Hi, thank you very much for inviting me. I'm sorry I'm late. I just finished working. This has been a crazy day for me today.
Oh, no problem.
No problem.
I had to work today too, so.
Yep. And actually, after this, Oleg, I'm gonna jump over to another. Meet with Alicia, Sonia, Kevin, in reference to the Dayton property, because the seller wanted to know if we had all the money.
Do you have a link? Should I be joining as well there?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Yeah. So, yeah, but now I didn't invite everyone only because it was a last minute. And I said I'm not gonna really worry about it. But this, so I said don't worry. I was gonna meet with Sonia because Sonia has an investor that I was gonna talk to about. So, but Christina, in reference to this, 'cause I know you have to go. I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to take these I'm going to leave the square footages in. And then right here with unit type, that's where I'm going to put what they are, like the 10 by 10s. And that link that you sent me, those extra 40 that's missing, I'm going to put them over on the unit type right over here.
This last article I just shared with you has a good picture of the damage. Like you can see the smoke and the kind of soot on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do. I think that's going to be the biggest next question is like, did they knock it down? What,
right.
Like what's the expectation with what can happen?
Oh, yeah. Look right here. Okay.
All right. Well, good luck on your meeting on Dayton, and hopefully Alicia comes through with her investor. That's awesome. And
I'm gonna let you know how things work with this, and we maybe if you want to work with me again, we could jump back on.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Okay,
that would be great.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, and I'll send you a copy of the recording.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
Go ahead and go. I know you gotta go.
Okay.
I'll send you a copy of the recording. Oleg, I'll send you I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna open it up right now.
Can you send me the recording for this as well? Because I missed most of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Matter of fact, stay here. Stay here.
Oh,
let's just use the same link.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, great. So let me stop this